Hey again, Imperio. So you get there. It's Chris over at Nissan, the famous guy in the YouTube videos I keep sending you. So here it is. This is the one Bilal was talking to you about. This is the 2021 Nissan Rogue Platinum Edition. This one's the top of the line. It's got so many sensors around the car, 11 different sensors. It's got 5 cameras around the vehicle and a lot of safety stuff with 4 additional airbags instead of the standard 6 additional airbags that every other brand has. So I'll show you the car right now. I got a bit nice little bow here for you, so when you do get the car delivered, or if you wanted to come pick it up, it is going to be on there for you for your own pictures. But just like the other Rogues, my friend, you're going to have that radar sensor here. Now that's going to have emergency braking purposes, cross-traffic alert, pedestrian detections, as well as what we call the Pro Pilot Assist. So that camera that's right at the top there is kind of a triangle. That's going to read the lines on the road. And so as you're driving, let's just say you're going around the Deerfoot, since you're at Calgary, I believe. You're just going around the Deerfoot, and you theoretically don't have to touch the pedals or the steering wheel. You do have to have some kind of sensitivity on it, but yeah, that's what that really cool feature is. Now these are going to be your evening lights. These are your daytime lights. Now the headlights themselves, if you are going down a darker road and you have your high beams on, when it senses the camera up there that there is another vehicle coming towards you, it detects those lights. It turns off your high beams automatically, and once you pass that person, high beams turn back on. These things are computers at the end of the day. But now within additional sonar sensors, you're going to have these sonar. These are also radar sensors in addition to the sonar. So the middle ones are the sonar. The larger one there is the radar sensor. So sonar sensors, I'll kind of I'll let you know about. They're all around the vehicle here, there, and as well as on the other side. Now, the sonar sensors are essentially your parking sensors. So if you get too close, I believe it's a 3-foot difference where it will start beeping at you, and then if you get to like this distance, it just stop for you. Just make sure. I've almost backed into one of these guys. I'm showing this. All these cars are right next to poles. It's saved me so many times of me having to get charged back and all that stuff. So that's really cool. You got your dual tone aluminum 19-inch alloys. Now these are the additional cameras that's here. You're going to have a camera at the top, the camera on the front, as well as obviously the other side and one in the back. So 5 different cameras. These are breakaway, which I do like, because if you're changing lanes, where you're looking anyways with blind spot warning, right? They're not on the inside anymore. So you get the black, Now this one has the black top upgrade. This typically does not come with a black top, it just is white. But this is the upgrade package. So we get a little bit more of that two-tone. Keyless entry on all 4 doors. So you hit this button, locks the vehicle, hit this button again, unlocks the vehicle. Now here's the fun part with it when you have the keys. Take the keys inside, close the door, beeps at you. You cannot lock your keys in the car, which are very, very nice. Now, speaking of keys, right on this key fob, you have a remote starter. Don't even need to get another one, which is really cool. But now, when it comes down into steering assist, if you don't like the technology helping you stay in the lane with that cruise control on steroids, Pro Pilot Assist, that is the button that turns it on and off whenever you want. It can be done while you're driving, or if you're just stop, it's up to you. Now here's the really cool thing. I'm going to take this for myself, cameraman. And by the way, here's Sue. So now this button right here, can I go a little bit further? This is the heads up display button. You can turn on and off. Right now, if you can move the bow, actually, might be a little bit tougher to see here, but yeah, you can see it if I move it actually a little bit. So actually, can you go like stand right in front of it? It's really hard to show. This way. This way. This way. There you go. Right in his crotch. So that's 0 right there. that is your heads-up display. So that can be adjusted for a whole bunch of different stuff when you're using your navigation. It's going to pop up with text messages, what song is playing next, or you just hit that button that I was just mentioning and you turn it right off if you don't want it. Okay. Now these buttons, I'm just kind of getting rid of this whole thing. So this one has 50,000 kilometers on it. You got a full digital dash, man. I'll go back to the 5 and then go to 1. So it has a full digital dash. It doesn't have analog or anything like that. But these cars go up to around 700 kilometers on a full tank of gas with a 60-liter engine. And then you're going to have a lot of this extra stuff here with the ProPilot Assist button, the setting, adaptive cruise control, so you can set that distance between 2, 3, and 4 seconds. This guy, I like to personally call the remote control of the car. Just like kind of like for a television. Got the volume, you got the skipping into different channels, you got going into different options, what you can customize and all that, and then you have driver assist, which essentially has the ability to put you on and off all of these sensors or cameras on the vehicle. So blind spot intervention is a fun one. Always use that one because essentially everyone knows what blind spots are. Everyone knows what blind spots are, but essentially if you are have the blind spot on, but it starts blinking at you because you turn your signal light on, and then it's going to beep at you, and then right in here it's going to also flash with an indicator, and what's going to happen is the car will start moving you back into the lane. Not like a big boom, but it'll just be like kind of pulling the steering wheel, kind of going, don't do it, don't hurt yourself. But again, you still have full control of the car if you don't like that, or if you just don't like it, you just turn it off. Actually, sorry, I'm going to show one more. I don't know who was hooked up in Bluetooth here, but Jesus was. He was there. Now, if I hit this camera button that's on here, boom, you have a full 360 degree. I can't get a good angle on these things these days. A full 360 degree view angle. That one's actually a little bit better. Now, if you hit the camera button one more time, you're going to see the front right of the car. Now that's really handy to have. You can kind of see my tires move, which is kind of good. But that line, that yellow line that's right here, that is going to show you the distance you should be parking away from the curb so you're not curbing your nice rims. Also, I like that too because the front right of the car is the part where a lot of people just don't have a lot of confidence parking, especially when they turn left into a parking stall. So if you turn left into a parking stall, you will have that additional line that's right here showing you the distance of how far you are away from touching that vehicle. A lot of cool stuff. You do have the navigation, but you will have wireless Apple CarPlay. So usually if you're using this, it's going to work with the heads-up display, which you can kind of see there again on the bow. It does not work with Apple CarPlay though, unfortunately. Hopefully they move that around sooner rather than later. Now going into this, the controlling system, you got the heated seats on either side, 3 settings. You're going to have the heated steering wheel. Now these 2 buttons will control the rear climate control, which I'll show right